Yeah, hi from who's that? Ko is from Singapore. Okay, so tonight I will be sharing with you guys our another wonderful product from Elken, which is Xeniji. And this is a very, very unique product. I don't know how many of you are consuming Xeniji. Maybe you can raise your hand or type, yes, I'm using Xeniji in the chat room, because some people, they may not understand why we need to take this product, including myself. Years ago when Elken's first launched this catalyst enzyme product, I was like, what is this? So it took some time for me to fully understand why I need this product. And now I give it every day to my 84-year-old mother. Because elderly people, sometimes digestion is not so good. So now I also consume it together with my mom. So if any of you are still in doubt whether you should take this product or not, whether you should give it to your family or not, so I hope you tune in for about 30 minutes for a very short sharing. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, Haizan, can you see my screen?
Yeah,
okay, Ken? Okay, so Xeniji, reactivate your body's enzyme. So before I continue, thank you, Elken, for this opportunity to share another wonderful product and also a business opportunity. And thank you to our Elken team spirit, which is the GEES team spirit. This is a cooperation between everybody, okay, so that all of us can get benefit. And also special thank you to my mentor, my 7-star LSM, PCM, Sengkok Meng, and Yusuken, who have guided me throughout these years. Okay, so when we're talking about enzymes, Xeniji is an enzyme catalyst. So let's look at the importance of enzyme. So it's stated here, we can live 3 minutes without air, okay, without breathing, 3 days without water, 30 days without food, but we can only last 1 second if the enzyme in our body stop working. So this is how important enzyme is to our body. So the 60 trillion cells in our body, okay, go through a lot of chemical reactions every second. You see, every second, quintillions of chemical reactions are happening in our body without us realizing it. This is like automatic. Automated already. So sometimes it's easy to take for granted the importance of enzyme in our body. So let us look at these types of enzymes. So basically, we have 3 types of enzyme. We have food enzymes, we have digestive enzymes, and metabolic enzymes. Previously, I thought we have enzymes. So now we have more than 3,000 types of enzymes in the body. So what are food enzymes? Food enzymes we get from food, which is to digest food. So for example, if you consume one fresh apple, the apple comes with its food enzyme, so that when we take it in, our body can digest this apple. But if you boil this apple, it will lose its enzyme. So by the time you consume this boiled apple, your body have to produce another extra enzyme to digest that food. So because there's no more food enzyme in that particular food. Meaning to say, if you consume too much of processed food or overcooked food, then we might lose the enzyme inside that food, and then we have to rely solely on enzymes produced by our body, which is the digestive enzyme produced by our body to digest food. Okay, so that we can absorb the nutrients. Another one, which is solely produced also by our body, is the metabolic enzyme. So this is purely to perform metabolism inside the body cells so that we can get energy, we can perform daily activities. Okay, so this is the breakdown. When we consume food, so we assume that the food that we take are raw food, maybe a lot of salad or fruits. Then we have food enzymes, which will break down the food into nutrients. Now, before nutrients can be absorbed by the stomach, then here is where the digestive enzyme play its role. So that our stomach can absorb all these nutrients, and then it will be circulated through the blood. Now, when the nutrient is already in the blood, it doesn't go inside the cells yet. Yeah? So we have to rely on metabolic enzymes produced by the body, then only the cells can utilize this nutrient into energy and perform proper metabolism. So you can see here how important this enzyme is. Now, what happened when the body, okay, the enzyme efficiency has reduced? So basically, the body's chemical reaction also will be lessened. So look at the main three food in our diet. So first one is carbohydrate. So like Asian, we eat a lot of rice, we eat bread, right? So carbohydrate, if the metabolism is proper, healthy metabolism, it will be turned into blood glucose and produces energy. But if there's something wrong with our enzyme efficiency, it will be an incomplete metabolism. So you consume this carbohydrate, this rice, this bread, it will become blood glucose, yes, but it will be accumulated in your blood and you might have the risk to get diabetes. So that is why sometimes we wonder, how come certain people get diabetes, certain people don't, even though they consume maybe the same amount of carbohydrate. Another one is animal protein. Now, if the metabolism is normal, so the protein will be turned into homocysteine, into other amino acid, and then it's a component for cell growth. We might build muscles and so forth. But if the enzyme is not doing its job, this animal protein will become homocysteine and is accumulated, then it will block our blood vessels, resulting in stroke, heart disease, and so on. So how come the same food source can become toxic for some people? This is a metabolic syndrome. Another one is fat. Okay, when we eat fat, we do need fat. It will be turned into triglycerides, and then fatty acid produces energy. But for some people, this triglyceride will be accumulated, resulting in high cholesterol, high LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, blocking the blood vessel, resulting in stroke, obesity, and heart problem. So it's we don't know who has problem with their enzyme, isn't it? Okay, so I don't know for myself, but we are looking at whether we are at high risk to get all these diseases. So unhealthy metabolism lead to a cluster of risk factors. So these are, they call it the rich people diseases. Yeah, cholesterol, okay, low HDL, which is a good cholesterol, low HDL, high triglyceride, visceral obesity. You see the waist circumference is more than 40 inches for men and more than 35 for women. Insulin resistance, where fasting blood sugar is already more than 5.5, and hypertension with high blood pressure. Okay, so these are the risk factors. Now, if we have any of these signs, that means we must take this as a warning sign that we are suffering from metabolic syndrome. Hypertension, lipid problem, PCOS, heart disease, dementia, what is this? Liver, fatty liver, insulin resistance, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. So if any of you guys out there have, or your relative or your family have this, these are all the early warning signs, and we should take precaution. Okay, now another one is some news that I got recently. This is about childhood obesity on the rise. So we know a lot of children now, they take a lot of fast food. So as parents, we have to be careful because the number of children diagnosed with obesity have been rising for the past 5 years, okay? More since 2020 because of the movement control. So we are scared about teenagers catching getting hypertension and diabetes. And another one is stunting. Okay, the children, they don't grow as tall as they're supposed, as the parents expected. So this is another case of chronic malnutrition. Of course, you can take some nutrients like spirulina, but all these nutrients depend on your enzyme, okay, so that your body can utilize it. So stunted children are also prone to adult obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular diseases. Okay, so you can see here the high blood sugar, okay, in adult in Asian region in 20, and 10, okay, Singapore and Malaysia, we are prone for this. Okay, okay, stop moving. Okay, another one that I want to highlight here is about preeclampsia on pregnancy. Now, I have some friends or some customer, they suffer from high blood pressure, especially during pregnancy, and especially if the lady is already reaching 40 years old and they carry a baby, so there's a high risk of getting high blood pressure. Now, this is in Malaysia, eclampsia made up 6% of maternal death in 2020. So it is very, very dangerous for both the baby and also the mom. Sometimes both might die, sometimes the baby dies, okay, sometimes the mother dies. So this is another thing that Xeniji can help. So it is very, very important, yeah. So let us look at the good news that metabolic syndrome can be prevented. Okay. So why do we lack this efficiency of our enzyme? Okay, because we lack enzyme catalyst. Now, enzyme catalyst meaning coenzyme and cofactor. It's like when you have workers in a factory, okay, and the workers sort of become lazy. You need to get a supervisor, okay, to make sure that these workers are doing their job in the factory. So this is the job of the coenzyme and the cofactor. Another one, which I mentioned earlier, is the enzymes are being destroyed during cooking. Okay, especially Asian, we don't really like salad. Like me, I don't like salad. So we tend to cook the potato. We need to stir fry all our vegetables. Chinese style stir fry. So most of the time, okay, we have lost all the food enzyme, okay, because of the process of cooking. So therefore, we depend on our body to fully supply us with the digestive enzyme. And then repressed by enzyme inhibitor like medicine, disinfectant, pesticide, and insecticide, especially medicine. If anybody who's taking medicine for long term, it will suppress this enzyme, okay? So look at this one. Okay, so we have seen this diagram just now. So how do we make sure this food enzyme, this digestive enzyme and metabolic enzyme, which is like the worker in our body, will perform its job? So that we bring in this supervisor, which is the enzyme catalyst. So enzyme catalyst will come and like supervise, hey, digestive enzyme, don't sit around, okay, don't be lazy, do your job. So this enzyme catalyst is very, very important. So introducing our Xeniji, which is a metabolic savior. This is a broad spectrum enzyme catalyst, and we have a lot of clinical tests to support, yeah? Okay, I don't know how to move this on. Okay, look at the uniqueness of Xeniji. Okay, number one, what is inside this Xeniji? So Xeniji contains 65 types of botanical ingredient, okay, to catalyze the reaction of 3,000 types. So where do we get all these fruits or vegetables or roots? Is from reliable source, multiple botanical category, and this is from Japan. So they use the power of 4 seasons, okay, 4 seasons, which is like winter, spring, summer, and fall, okay? And they take from the mountains down to the sea. Okay, let's look at the other slide. Okay, so this is the land of sunshine, which is in Okayama, Japan. Okayama is a bit near to Osaka. So ingredients are harvested from the famed land of sunshine, or they call it fruit kingdom, okay? So I know a lot of people love to visit Japan. I love to visit Japan too. So look at this one, multiple botanical categories. So we collect all these sources from edible algae, grain, root vegetables, fruits and citruses, beans, medicinal mushroom, wild herbs, and flowers. So combine 65 types. Okay, so you can see here, edible algae, fruits, or multiple types. Some we can't find in Malaysia, Singapore. Okay, some only in Japan. Okay? So it's multiple categories. Okay, and they what I learned is they use the whole vegetables, even the roots. Okay, so they will harvest all these fruits or vegetables, okay, according to the season. Like during spring, these are available, so they will add into that the fermentation pot. When summer comes, they have all these vegetables, then they will harvest during the peak of the season and then add it in, same as winter and autumn. Okay, so you can see from the mountains to the sea. From the mountains, what are the herbs they collect from the trees, the fruits, from the ground surface, and beneath the soil, the roots, the legumes, yeah. Okay, another one is from the sea, okay, the seaweed especially. Okay, so uniqueness number 2 is the fermentation technology. So this product actually undergo an individual fermentation process for 1,200 days. That is about more than 3 years, right? More than 3 years. So after 1,200 days, this product will yield microfine nutrients. So when you consume this energy, it is like it's already pre-digested. So it is easily absorbed and metabolized by our body completely and effectively. It's like you don't even need to do anything. You just swallow it and then your body will zip and just absorb it. Okay, so this diagram shows how effective this fermentation process of 1,200 days is. So for the first 6 months of fermentation, all these 65 botanical sources is being broken down as if the food has been chewed. Okay, and then additional 18 months. Okay, after 18 months, it's equivalent to food that can be absorbed by our stomach. That means it has broken down. After 30 months, it's equivalent to food that can be absorbed by our intestine. And after 42 months, equivalent to food that can be absorbed by a fetus. So imagine how fine this micronutrient is that even a fetus can absorb. That means it's already being pre-digested. You don't have to do anything anymore. You just take it in and then your body will take it up. Okay, so look at this fermentation technology. There's no heating or chemicals involved. Okay, they preserve all the nutrients from each ingredient. So it will go through summer, winter, spring and fall, and then repeat for 1,200 days, which is about 3 years. Okay, so during this 1,200 days, what happened is this Xeniji will produce higher amount of polyphenol from complete fermentation. Okay, so Xeniji offers the very high diversity, which is 16 types of polyphenols. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, and also what is this polyphenols for? Okay, it is for anti-obesity, anti-oxidative stress, anti-cancer, and also it has this liver protective effect. So basically, this product is for everybody. Okay, everybody can consume because everybody wants to stay lean. So if any of you are going on a diet and you feel like you're not losing weight, even though you have been, watching your diet, watching all your calorie, maybe your metabolism is low. So maybe you need to boost up your metabolism so you can add Xeniji into your diet. Okay. Next is fermentation using proprietary selection of 15 probiotics. Okay, so Xeniji has this 15 strains of lactic acid bacteria. So it is added with some more prebiotics. So probiotics, 15 strains, plus some prebiotics, which is food for the bacteria, which is GOS and also this OLG and brown sugar. So they add into this 65 botanical ingredient, okay, to produce for us this Xeniji. Okay, look at this uniqueness number 4, which is proprietary clinical studies. So Elken has given this product to some labs so that they can do research. And this is a clinical study in collaboration with Institute of Bioscience, UPM and MARDI, conducted by 8 PhD holders. So I think some of you professionals, you know that asking a third party to conduct clinical studies is very, very expensive. But Elken did it because we want a third party to recognize our product. So the research paper was published in major health medical journal and cited by a renowned online health magazine. Okay, you can see here Nutra. Okay, Nutra. Okay, you can check this online. Okay, another one is, clinical studies on the effects of Xeniji. Okay, the first one is increase the activity of T cells by 77%. Now, T cells play a very important role in our immune system. So this one is an immunomodulatory effect. So increases by 77%. That is why it can help a lot of people who have a problem with immunity, problem with cancerous cells, and so on. Okay, another one is increase insulin receptor by, how much is that? 1,949%. That's a lot. Okay, this is a blood glucose lowering effect. That is why we have a lot of testimony where people who have diabetes and they consume this energy, they can actually control their blood sugar. Okay, another one is increased metabolic breakdown of toxic substances by increasing ADH enzyme by 72% and ALDH enzyme by 111%. So this is a liver protective effect. We also have a lot of testimony where our customers suffer from liver problems, hardening of the liver included, and they have seen improvement. Of course, you have to take it at least 3 months to 6 months, okay, because this is not medicine. Okay, Xeniji protects the liver from toxic substances and helps liver cells regenerate. So liver is the only organ in our body that can regenerate itself. Okay, if I lose one arm, I will not grow another arm, but the liver can. So look at this, normal healthy liver cells, and then look at this, unhealthy and injured liver cells due to presence of toxic substances. Okay, especially like people who take a lot of fatty food, a lot of people who drink alcohol, right? So by taking Xeniji 2 grams, liver cells are less damaged. Cells have regenerated to counter negative effects from exposure to toxic substances. Okay, next. Reduction of ACE activity. So this one is by increased reduction of the ACE. ACE is an enzyme that causes us to have hyperpressure. So this one has anti-hypertensive effect. Anybody who suffer from hypertension, okay, normally if you're on medication, doctor will say you have to take it for your whole life, but you can combine with Xeniji because Xeniji is not a medicine, and there's a reduction for this ACE activity. Next is anti-obesity effect. This is a good news for those who want to slim down. Increase liver glycogen by 264%, decrease lipid synthesis by 409%. So if you take a lot of carbohydrate and then your body doesn't utilize it, so what happens is your body will store this as either glycogen or fat. Okay, so it becomes fat, then we become like, you know, very, very round. So by consuming Xeniji, it will turn it into glycogen and reduce it from turning into fat. Okay, it will not store into fat, so it increase metabolism. Okay, and then uniqueness number 5. Okay, we have this Professor Taku Miyamoto. Okay, he is endorsing our Xeniji. He is a Dean, Faculty of Food Culture at Kurashiki Sakuya University. So he is doing this research, microbiota in traditional fermented meals worldwide and functional application lactic acid, bacterial isolate in food safety and the health benefit. All right. Okay, next is certification. Compliance with worldwide quality standard. We have this GMP, good manufacturing practice, so we can rest assured that it's in the GMP facility. And then JHFA. What is JHFA? This is a Japan Health Food and Nutrition Food Association. And it's very, very difficult to get this certificate. And even though one product has gotten it, doesn't mean that it's forever, because it's being reviewed every 2 years. Okay, to ensure that the quality is maintained. Okay, so this is product assurance for us. And compliance with worldwide quality standard, you can see here the R&D, and also compliance with, okay, chemical free, tested against more than 500 types of toxins and chemicals, is radiation free, is non-MGO. Okay, what is GMO? What did I say just now? Sorry, non-GMO means it's genetically modified organism, because if the organism is genetically modified, it means, like, for example, the carrot is different, but this one is non-GMO. Okay, and also hypoallergenic, that means there's no risk of causing allergen, and like some people, they're allergen to nuts, for example. So this one is GMO-free plants which are hypoallergenic. Okay, so that means what? It's good for vegetarians. Okay, so vegetarians, okay, can take this Xeniji, and also it is certified halal by INFANCA, which is the Islamic Food and Nutrition Council of America. Okay, next, so who should consume it? Okay, first is expectant mothers, okay, to decrease comfort during pregnancy, to also reduce the problem that I mentioned just now. Some expectant mother, they suffer from hyperpressure, okay, increase energy level, promote healthy fetus development, and help nutrient absorption. We have a lot of testimony from a customer where like the baby, the fetus doesn't have a normal weight. Okay, when they go for a checkup with the doctor will say, yeah, your baby is too small. So when they consume Xeniji together with whatever nutrient that they're taking, okay, the fetus growth will be like, it will catch up to normal weight. Okay, so I've never been pregnant, I don't know, but this is what has been reported to us. So they help nutrient absorption, especially because pregnant mothers, sometimes they're very fussy about food. They can't take a lot of food. So when you take some supplements like spirulina, you combine with this energy so that you can get utilize all the nutrients from your food. Okay, second is children. Now, why do we recommend parents to give it to children? Because some children are very fussy, some they don't grow like normal, so we'll enhance nutrient absorption, promote brain development. Yeah, we want our children to be to be smart, in school, maximize metabolism of nutrient for healthy physical growth. Okay, and sometimes we also hear of children who are being born with a lot of medical problems. So it is more reason to give this to the pregnant mother and also the children. Because some children, when they're born, then the doctor say, oh, this has childhood cancer. How come? Maybe it's something that the mother did or didn't do, okay, during pregnancy. Okay, then of course, adults. Okay, adults, we can take Xeniji to improve alertness, help to regulate blood sugar uptake by the body, prevent accumulation of excess fat, help maintain normal metabolism to regulate cholesterol level, help normalize renal high blood pressure. Okay, we have to take care of this one. Yeah, renal means our kidney. Okay, next is our parents, senior citizens. Right? If you still have your parents, please give them Xeniji. Okay, helps reduce dementia. I think one of the very sad thing about our parents, is when they don't remember us anymore. Okay, so I hope my mother will not suffer this dementia. That's why I'm giving her Xeniji. Delay aging, invigorate and maintain efficiency of body organs. Okay, when our parents become older, they're very fussy about food. They might lose their teeth, so absorption might be reduced. So we have to give them Xeniji. And sometimes it's not easy to give our parents supplements. Whenever I give my mother 1 teaspoon of Xeniji, I will take it together with her. Yeah, so that she doesn't feel like it's medicine for her, because I'm also taking it together. Okay, so these are all the benefits of Xeniji. You can see here, it is very, very good to help our metabolism, our digestion, cognitive performance, alertness, okay, antioxidant, protect our liver, helps to reduce high blood pressure, okay, and reduce fat cells, blood sugar, immunity, prolong lifespan. Okay, I have one friend last time, we were talking about how long can a human live, then he said, I don't wish to live long, okay, because I don't want to be like bedridden, He wished that he will die when he is still active. Okay, so with Xeniji, okay, we can have a hope to live long and still being active, okay, so help us to stay healthy. So how do we take this? You can take 1 spoonful, okay, for adult twice daily. There's a spoon included in the packaging, but if you wish to use another teaspoon, okay, go ahead, because I don't use the spoon that's provided. I use a normal teaspoon, so actually it's a big scoop. Okay, and children, 1 spoonful per day. So it's just like taking jam, it's very, very nice. So you can consume Xeniji directly. Okay, you just scoop it and put it in your mouth, or you can mix it with lukewarm water, but does not exceed 40 degrees Celsius. Okay, don't put it in warm or boiling water. Okay, you will destroy all the nutrients. Okay, so if you want to buy Xeniji, please do so by 31st of May, because there will be a price adjustment by 1st of June. Okay, so get your promo today. Okay, so that is all for my sharing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, MCCM